Hi there, Greg King here, and welcome to my video on how to make money on YouTube without making videos, the fail-safe way to make online businesses successful. So in this brief video, I'm going to go over basically how you can actually have a fail-safe way to make your business successful. And there really is only two. Now there's a bunch of other ones, but everyone knows that if you want to be healthy, you quit smoking. I mean, that's simple, but it's not easy to do. But there are two key elements that will make your business successful. So it's almost fail-proof. Well, it is fail-proof if you do the proper steps. Then I'm going to show you an example of how effective this is and how you can actually make your business work. And then in a moment, I'm going to put a link in the comment section and also in the video that you can actually have access to this and a lot of other tips and tricks that will make your business, like right off the bat, jump and be successful, where you can actually put money in your pocket versus money into everyone else's pockets, because you don't want to work for practice and you don't want to work for free. That's not why you got into this. Now, to start off with, and I mentioned this in another video, is when you have a business, any business, whether it be online or a physical business or a service or a product, you need to have the why. Why are you going to do it? And the why is important because it looks after the how, because the how doesn't really matter, it's the why. So you have a purpose of wanting to subsidize your income, or you want to get out of the job that it's had its day and it's had its toll on your physical well-being, or you just want to have a little extra money at the end of the month. So, you can take the wife or the family or something on holidays, or if you want to buy a new car or upgrade the boat. I mean, you've got that little more disposable income. So the purpose is, why do this if you're not going to make money? So the why is really important, and it really shows out too, because when you have a why, the passion comes out of enrolling other people. Because in a product online, on like a business or a product online, people typically buy the person. I mean, a lot of time the e-commerce, you just buy the product. But if people want to be trusted or want to have trust in the product. And this is really why you want to do the why. Then it comes across as lack of commitment. Yeah, that's a big one. If you don't have the commitment on the why, you ain't going to make it happen. But that's not the biggest one. And not analyzing the needs in the target market. I mean, that's basically marketing 101, is you want to do that. And once again, any business. Or not being careful about the product. Absolutely. Still, content is king and product is king. And if you don't have a competitive product or something that people will buy, you might as well just save your money and just go have fun. The other is not having a powerful marketing strategy. Yes, and once again, in this the link I'm going to put on the screen and also in the comment section, we'll go over this as well. And it's an incredible 5-step formula of how you can have incredible internet power in Google and YouTube. But this is not this video. The next is not having good social media presence. Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the other one. Is, when you're looking at 70 to 75% of people now, when they search for a product, like red hot bona fide people, they go to Google first, which is the largest search platform in the world, and number 2 is YouTube. And being owned by the same company, they really do fall hand in hand. Now, not having a user-friendly website, I don't buy into this, because I don't even have a website, because I find that the websites are now something that has passed. And what is really going ahead, and according to Google, is people are going to be going to YouTube's or making videos, and also getting searches on YouTube. Then the next one here is not having a memorable logo. I don't know if I buy into that. I just don't. But I do know that this will lead in to why companies fail. And it's not effectively managing company cash flow. And that's really, once again, basic math. So what I'm going to do is going to show you the secret of all secrets to make your business successful. And that is protect the downside. Now, in regards to protecting the downside, I can explain it, but you know what? I'd like to show you instead. So I'm going to make a snippet from Paul Murphy's. He had a 90-minute, well, he has a 90-minute seminar, and it's a workshop in regards to a bunch of tips and tricks of how you can actually make your business extremely successful right out of the get-go. And this is what he says.
We've got a case study here. Now, I got this case study from the book Losing My Virginity. So this is Richard Branson, and I think you'll like this. So basically, he had a record company in 1986. And he basically had got stuck on the Virgin Isles. And him and his wife, Joan, I don't even know if they were married then, but he was with his wife, Joan. They, all the planes were cancelled and he couldn't get home. So he chartered a plane to get home. And he sort of wrote on a piece of card, Virgin Airways, $50 or $100 or whatever, so he could get everyone home. And obviously he sold every single seat because everyone was stuck at the airport. And I think he sort of covered the cost of the plane and maybe pocketed a little bit of money. And he kind of had this idea. It sparked his imagination. He was always interested in aviation anyway. So he had this, this plane, this idea to start this airline. And he went back to his record company and he said, I want to start an airline. And some of them threatened to quit. Some of them did quit. I think one of his best friends, I think his name's Nick, quit. And he was kind of at this position where he said, look, guys, our record company's worth $30 million. A Boeing 747 passenger airline is going to cost me, at the time, it was around $30 million. So obviously the first option is to bet the farm. But if I can protect the downside, then we don't stand to lose anything. And so what he did was he got this directory of everyone he could think of at Boeing. And he just sat down 9 to 5, ringing all these different people. And eventually, I think it took him a while, but I think maybe a week or 2 weeks, but eventually he got somebody at Boeing who agreed to hire him a jet for a year, which meant that he didn't have to bet the farm. He could have a go at starting this airline. And at the end of the year, he could hand the plane back and he doesn't lose his record company. Now, obviously, why this is relevant is that with what we've got with Google advertising, we don't have to bet the farm anymore. Okay, we don't have to throw all of our money into marketing costs. And in fact, if he can do it with an airline, you can do it with pretty much anything. But with what we've got, we are able to reduce our marketing costs, which is the biggest expense in most businesses, down to zero. So yeah, I thought that'd be quite a good analogy. And actually, at the end of that year, obviously everything was off to the races. So he couldn't lose either way.
Yep. Spending all the money before you actually start on your business. The key here is if you protect the downside by keeping the money in your pocket versus everyone else, dispersing to everyone else, your chances of growing your business are tripled or quadrupled. And so many people, what they do is they get all excited and they spend all this money on ads and get out there and Facebook and YouTube and Google and Bing or whatever. And pretty soon there's not enough month at the end of the money. And it's like, oh no, what do I do? Do I go into my life savings now? Do I start spending, my retirement funds? At what time does the bleeding stop? Well, with this process and other tips that Paul has in his free seminar, you don't even start the bleeding, so you never have to worry about quitting the bleeding in your business. Now, once again, that being said, I am going to leave a link in the screen and also in the comment section, so you can actually look at this video, like Paul's 5-step formula and 24-hour ranking system. Either today or tomorrow, decide if it makes sense or not, you be the judge, and see if this would make a difference to your business using his basic tips and tricks for your online business, whether or not you're just starting out and having a huge leap right off the bat and keeping your money in your pocket, or if your business is struggling and you're to the point of saying, this ain't working for me, it works for everyone else, but it doesn't work for me. Now, that being said, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, so you never miss another one of my videos. Also, leave a comment below. Would love to hear if this hits a nerve. If you've gone through the same thing, or if you're going through the same thing. Because I did. I was with Shopify and was spending all my money. The odd thing I sold went right back into advertising. And I finally had to decide that I had to, cut my losses. And I worked at Safeway for a lot of years in produce. It's a grocery store. And the produce manager always said to me, he said, if you're looking at vegetables and it doesn't look right, don't keep it on the shelf. because your first loss is your least loss. And with this program that Paul has, you will not have a first loss. You will have a business that prospers, and you can actually start fulfilling your dreams. Until next time, you have yourself an awesome day, and we will see you again soon.